Okay, motherfuckers, we are going on a little test drive. A little test drive. A little test drive. Yeah, a little test drive. That's right, we're going to do us a 10-man gauntlet here in just a moment, starring Tyrese Blake. Let's get on. And those are your 10 competitors. What a lineup this is. A 10-man gauntlet. And we shall see. The MVWF here on 2K26. Folks, I am Damian Andrews.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a superstar enters. Elimination can only occur by knockout. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
And remember, folks, if it sucks, it isn't canon. And if it rules, then we'll weave it somehow into the MVWF. And look at this, Tyrese Blake, Tyrese Blake! Of course, this young man has been in the spotlight quite a bit as of late here in the MVWF. And who will be his first opponent here in this 10-man gauntlet? Oh, you know what that means. It is the quintessential babyface himself. Non-Stop Wrestling Alliance. No, it's the Skinny Wolf. The man with the scarred face from 27 fork strikes from Ron Awesome.
West Hollywood, California, weighing in at 141 pounds, Sinister Skinner Wolf.
The Skinny Wolf made his wrestling debut on ICP's Stranglemania in the $25 over-the-top rope battle royal in the SWF, the Stale Whack Fudgy Federation. And man, what a sight it is to see this MVWF icon making his way down to the ring. And man, what a draw this is for Tyrese Blake. A rookie here in the MVWF going face-to-face with that man right there, face-to-scarred face, with a man who's been through everything. His heart actually stopped at the end of a match many years ago against Bret the Hitman Hart. But he was revived. He knows what it's like to give his life to be in that ring. The Wolf ruined so many careers. Originally came in as a cast-off, a washout. He went to the WWF back in the days, and they never used him. And then he came back with his wolfy tail between his legs and became a legend instead. Of course, people remember the 27 fork strikes from Ron Awesome, but many people also remember the vengeance that he took with the spinning suplex into the edge of the announce table right on the base of the neck, put Ron Awesome out for over 2 years. And the Wolf now with a huge edge and experience here over Blake. And if you aren't familiar with the Skinny Wolf, you will become familiar. After all, I mean, he is the pint-size brawler slash boxer. I mean, he is so handy-dandy with his fists. And for someone his size, man, and that big man elbow right there, taking advantage of having that size advantage, is Tyrese. Yeah, show him what's up. Blake now to the second rope. And a bulldog. And perhaps maybe the youth and exuberance here could overwhelm the age and experience. But of course, both of these men, no matter what, if they expect to be victorious here, have a long night ahead of them. And the Wolf takes him down. In La Mystical. Big chop, and this is what the Wolf does. I mean, when he's always at the size disadvantage. Very rarely in his career has he faced someone where he had the size advantage. But again, he doesn't fight or compete in that ring like someone of his size. He relies on his hands. Yes, the fists are taped. Oh! And of course, doing really dangerous stuff right there. And he is definitely evened things up here with Blake. Going off the barricade. Look at this. Oh. And the Skinny Wolf slam here on the floor. And after that DDT on the apron, Blake has to be absolutely damaged. This event here, this test drive part 2, a one-match show, a 10-man gauntlet here. These are your first two competitors, the Wolf and Tyrese Blake. And he comes off with a little bit of payback here with his own elbow drop. And now he may be thinking, Skinny Wolf, Shooting Star, the Skinny Star Press, that's what it's called. And man, someone sent the flashbulb off right there. They got a picture of that one. And this is really what Blake needs to do. Get this man grounded. Get him off his feet. He won't be throwing those fists laying on his back. And a choke slam. No. And that's using the size advantage with the Wolf. Undeterred, as is Blake. Back and forth here. Blake might be behind by a point or so here, but again, he's really showing the Wolf up in a lot of ways. Showing that he can hang with the legend. Gigi in the chat. What's up, buddy? We're doing ourselves a 10-man gauntlet. I'll be looking forward to downloading your character sometime soon. And a 2 count on the legend. Clotheslines him over the top rope. Finish him. Oh, nice reversal shift of weight up in the air by the Wolf. But man, Blake, perhaps maybe the Wolf didn't get 100% of what he was looking for right there. Cushioned it in some way. Laying in the stomps. Clothesline, stutter step by the Wolf. A very rare stutter step by the Skinny Wolf. And that move right there, a crucifix, basically a move of control when there's going to be no pinfalls on the floor. All right, just leave your hashtag in the chat there, buddy, and I will look your guy up. Oh, and what a drop kick by Blake. May have sent the Wolf's head into that LED board. And now he's starting to assert himself with his size. But the Wolf again got him up in position. The Skinny Wolf slam. No, not this time. And attacks that leg with the knee brace on it. Oh, and follows up with a choke slam on that thin mat. EWF 2026. I got it, GG. Oh, and look at Tyrese there taking a high-risk move and following up with another elbow. Wow. Showing that here early in his career, he's willing to make the sacrifices. Shot after shot here, and the Wolf is in a vulnerable position. Tyrese, so jawbreaker, good defense. And again, the Wolf, even though he's the smaller man, finding a way to sandbag the situation and neutralize the power of the bigger man. And I mean that in a literal sense. Because, I mean, in spite of the fact that he's a squirrely little shit, the Skinny Wolf has a lot of bite, a lot of fight in that dog. And look at him. Was going perhaps up to some shenanigans. Didn't get the completion on removing that turnbuckle pad. Or perhaps he was just upset that it said EWF on it. A big-time clothesline, but dips out outside the ring. Breaking the momentum, but Tyrese undeterred. Picks him up in the air. The Wolf up high. No. And look at that counter move into the arm drag. And a knee strike. Caught him when he was on a knee. And the Wolf now again gets the Skinny Wolf slam countered. Tyrese escaping the finishing move of the Skinny Wolf. Of course, also known for the Skinny Star Press off the top rope, a shooting star press that is his version. And look at this. Twist to the arm, back kick to the midsection. Little payback to some leg kicks. Body scissors, victory roll, shoulders down. Reversal. Kick out at 2. Good wrestling. You go NXT show before? Yes, I've been to NXT shows. The NXT actually used to do shows quite frequently. I mean, it's not that local to me, but in Lowell, Massachusetts, at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium, which is a legendary home for wrestling. It's the arena where Shawn lost his smile. But yeah, I saw there's actually a video at an NXT show of everyone outside of Boston singing "Sweet Caroline," and there's the Skinny Star Press, and this might be it for Tyrese and eliminated from the gauntlet. No. And the referee, Smelany, replacing the turnbuckle, and the Skinny Wolf now, behind the referee's back with that was the plan the whole time. And now the brass knucks, Tyrese is knocked out. And the Skinny Wolf cheats Tyrese. Yeah, the first 25 takeovers, dude, I mean, that shit was all chef's kiss. And here comes Brandon Bones coming out at number 3. And the Wolf having just gone several moments with Tyrese, and now Bones full of energy, and of course going in there with a man who's just wrestled at least 10 minutes against Tyrese Blake, and now Brandon Bones looking to take the Wolf out here early on. Power bomb on the apron. And the Bones now with the reverse skin the cat. Fuck you to the crowd, he says. And fuck you to the Wolf. And again, the Wolf, so much fuel burnt in the tank. Oh, and a throat thrust right there. Bones going cheap on him. And the Wolf needed the brass knucks to get by Tyrese, and I think he's in deep, deep shit here against the owner of the MVWF. Here comes the face wash, and now the Wolves starting to rally here. Boom! I mean, these two guys, two of the shittiest heels in all of the MVWF's long history. And a sidestep. Bones goes for the cover. Gonna put his feet on the ropes. Of course he's gonna take the shortcut. Oh, and Bones stole it from the Wolf. Oh my God, cut him short there. And here comes El Toro, and what an opportunity this is here for El Toro. Man, El Toro in his short time here in the MVWF has not been in the ring that many times, been in a lot of battle royals, and now he is one-on-one against the man who signs the checks. Oh, but El Toro with the body scissors and only gets a 1 count. Now, Bones did not go to any extended length out there with the Skinny Wolf, so he's still relatively fresh out there. Of course, El Toro just yesterday, or was it the day before, wrestled 2 matches in the same night, lost to El Hamburguesa and won a Battle Royal. Hey, what's up, Temple? Oh, yeah, I got to watch out for that Sawyer dude. He's a mysterious, spooky character with a large vocabulary. And now, El Toro, perhaps maybe Bones, locking in on the horns. Oh, and drove the knee right into the top of the head. Gonna test that ramming head of El Toro. Part bull, part MMA fighter. The UK native coming to the MVWF and now trying to make a name for himself here in the Manch Vegas Wrestling Federation. 26 years in simfetting. And now Bones is trying to grab him by the throat, getting upset with him. And a straight-up Triple H knee strike. And El Toro going to follow Bones. Didn't realize he went outside the ring. And face first to the apron. Oh, and just like that, Brandon Bones. Uh-oh. What's he gonna do here? What's he gonna do? Drop kick! Perhaps managed to cushion his landing somehow there, did Bones. And El Toro now in trouble. Bones loves to skin the cat, and El Toro starts to fire up and just says, fuck this shit, you're not going to skin the cat near me and taunt me. Brandon Bones, I don't care if you're the owner, you're a piece of shit. And El Toro to the second rope. Perhaps going to drop the horns on him. Sidestep. Bones so cagey. He's seen it all, folks. And now he's just taunting El Toro. Bones a little distracted there, fucking around. Yes, Temple in the chat, perhaps teasing This Sawyer character that I've been hearing so much about. So many debuts here in the MVWF, it's hard to keep track. Of course, all at the same time while we're in this transition period, going from 25 to 26. El Toro moonsaults again. And Bones again got the knees up. But man, when it comes to standing toe-to-toe, Toro is more than a match for Brandon Bones. Now off the ropes, Bones in trouble. Oh, missed it. Oh, Rock walked right into the rolling Boston Crab. Bones missed this aerial move before, going forward again. Phoenix Splash. 1, 2. Toro kicks out at 2. Full impacts right there. El Toro digging deep. He hasn't moved since, though. Bones maybe going forward again. The second Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, and he kicks out again. El Toro showing what he's made of here tonight. And Bones blowing the red mist. Oh, what a kick. Is this not some of the best wrestling action out here in E-Fetting? Whoa, no. Bones grabs him by the horns. No, Bones, don't do it. No. Oh, pile driver to the floor. And El Toro digging deep after that. Oh, my God. He's got the ram's head, making him impervious. It's like ramming a Samoan's head into the turnbuckle. It just doesn't work. And now throwing the owner of the MVWF around. Bones looking kind of lonely out there without any of his boys to surround him. He's been relying on the Bones Enterprises for weeks and months now to fight his battles for him. And now they seemingly have all abandoned him. El Toro, though, may need to get on top of this here. Oh, that is pissing me off right there. Look at him. Fuck you. He doesn't care. Bones taunting his opponents, taunting this crowd. Yeah, all right, El Toro might be feeling that pile driver a little bit more than we thought. But, man, he has shown some raw toughness here. He kicked out of not one but 2 Phoenix Splashes. One of those moves that Bones has relied upon to win him match after match over the years. Elmo the Mayor. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the chat. We got a 10-man gauntlet here. We've got Brandon Bones, number 3 and number 4 here in the gauntlet. And a reverse DDT by El Toro. And a moonsault in for a 3rd time. El Toro has come up with nothing on that move. Bones has had it scouted. But when it comes to the stand-up and the striking, El Toro has basically owned Brandon Bones. Oh, what are you talking about right there? Kick to the head. And El Toro now working him, driving the knees to the lower back. But Bones managed to get his way out of the drop zone on that elbow over the shoulder. Reverse DDT again. That'll be well worth the purchase. So far, it's performing really well as it can. Oh, and this time, Bones for a 3rd time. And Del Toro finally had a counter move for it. Big time Superman punch, and Bones is in trouble. Could El Toro pull off the upset here? Spear! Rammed right through him! Shoulders down! 1, 2, 3! El Toro has eliminated Brandon Bones in a star-making performance. But congratulations, your reward is now you have to face Dennis to take a Hitman hard from Cobra Kai. And Dennis and Bones not talking to each other, okay? You see how that goes. And here comes the Hitman. And El Toro, I mean, he took that pile driver off the apron earlier. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Just like you do in Cobra Kai. Ref, get the fuck out the way. But El Toro not taking a back seat and a spinning knee strike to the cannabinoid infusing mask. Dennis now up on the shoulders. Knee strike for the knockout. 1, 2. Oh, the right shoulder came up, and El Toro almost pulled off a second miracle upset, and what a kick. Oh, too short on the drop zone there, but El Toro got to his feet first. He's okay. But, man, you can see he's perspiring. He's been out there a long time now. And it took everything he had to defeat Brandon Bones. And that's not a good sign. Dennis, the King Kong style, combined with the jiu-jitsu classes that he's been going to in real life, and, of course, his association with Cobra Kai, the West Coast Karate Unit. Beast. Doing a 10-man gauntlet here. And now, number 4 and number 5 in the gauntlet. Double sledge to the horns of El Toro. And now Dennis again going up to the top rope. This is not like him at all. And that was stupid. Pump handle. Whoa! Threw him like he got shot out of a catapult. This test drive's going a lot better. I'm liking this one a lot more than what I saw yesterday in my broadcast. But I did make some adjustments and some tweaks that I think are really paying off here. Paying some dividends. And the big man, oh, look at Del Toro again, not taking a step back or being intimidated by the reputation of the former two-time former World Heavyweight Champion. And a kick out at 2. Of course, Dennis's first title reign had 7 successful title defenses. Lost it in the upset of the century to local talent, who won the match with 41 attribute points versus Dennis's 80-something or other, maybe low 90s, whatever it was at the time. Universe mode gives and taketh away. And the horns up high in the mountains. And again, that move not working for him. Dennis just noped right out of there. But another knee strike, though. Get the persistence of El Toro. 1, 2. Dennis gets the right shoulder up. And I felt a bit of a hesitation there on part of El Toro, and Dennis turned that around immediately. But who can blame El Toro at this point? He is exhausted, having gone the distance with Brandon Bones and now continuing to try and keep up with Dennis and take a Hitman heart. Man, Dennis is over on the ropes tonight. Oh, and that is not his forte. And a lung blower. And Dennis now retreating under the bottom rope. And El Toro's like, Kung Fu, motherfucker. And the horns rammed him right off the apron. El Toro trying to rally this crowd behind him. They have been behind him since he entered this match against Brandon Bones. And now he's got a chance here, but Dennis sidestepped it. And a big ultimate splash with all that weight coming down on you, man. I mean, how much wind is left in El Toro? Did he just roll with that? That kick didn't connect, but the back fist did. And of course, Dennis, two very damaged, surgically repaired knees. Was a victim of 137 barbed wire baseball bat shots from last call Jeremy Love, and a body slam in the corner. Maybe the setup for El Toro to perhaps make another upset. And a flying knee strike. Doesn't go for the cover. Perhaps got something more he feels like he needs to do to put Dennis away. Oh, and he was going to ram him with the horns, but Dennis felt it coming. Big bicycle kick, countered with the drop kick. Very close to the ropes here. Dennis very clearly in the ropes. Smelly, his foot's in the ropes. Oh, I don't know about that one right there. Dennis's foot was clearly in the ropes. A bad call by the referee. But then again, Dennis says all those harsh things about Smelly all the time. So who knows if there isn't some bias going along here. But El Toro is now 2-0 in this gauntlet. 2 opponents down, and now he's going up against the legend, unbreakable Ryan Doyle. El Toro putting on a star-making performance here. And look at that, over the shoulders. He is still out there fighting. Clocked him. The MVWF's future is looking promising here in 2026 on 2K26. So many legends, so much new talent, so much new blood here in the locker room. Stay tuned to see how all of that develops. And now the legend, Doyle, and tries to take his head off with a lariat. He fires up in the corner, and now Doyle may be thinking about the humanure. One of my favorite wrestlers, both real or e-fetting, is Unbreakable Ryan Doyle. Go watch the main event of Night 1, Matchmania 3. Doyle versus Dennis Hart. What a match. He knocked out Bronchar, knocked him out in midair when he jumped off the top rope with a big right hand. The big punch returned to the MVWF. Oh, and again, El Toro. Again, you see, he's still holding his head. He's been holding his head periodically throughout this match since Brandon Bones delivered that apron pile driver. And he's been fighting on instinct ever since. I don't know what you're asking me, Gigi. Ask the question again. El Toro, right hand gets blocked. Doyle got him up on the shoulder. Clothesline on the top rope. And El Toro kicks out. Man, what a performance. His third opponent of the night. Doyle now going up to the high rent district for a high-risk move, and there's that leg drop he's been using lately. Oh, Doyle was looking for a German suplex, but El Toro had a counter move. He's still out there fighting. Throws El Toro into the ring, and now Doyle firing up. He's a legend. The crowd is behind him. Oh, and Doyle ran right into the spear. 1, 2. Doyle got the right shoulder up. Full impact. Full ramming speed. The horns connected on the midsection of the legend. Oh, looking for the ankle pick right there, but I mean, two men very well versed in jiu-jitsu and MMA fighting. Man, look at the bruised face of El Toro, and look at that slingshot thrust kick. Off the ropes he goes. All action here. El Toro's all gas, no brakes. Strikes, strikes, strikes. All connecting. Doyle, though, man, kept his composure. Look at these two standing toe-to-toe here. Face first to the turnbuckle. Oh, out of town. Up on the shoulders. Knee strike connects. 2. And the right shoulder comes up. Doyle showing some tremendous toughness here. And of course, you see Doyle's right knee is braced. His left knee probably could use one. Gigi, ask your question again. Yes or no? What am I answering or knowing to? And now, El Toro here in this star-making performance, no matter what happens from this point forward, with a huge karate kick. Oh, he was thinking about that moonsault that Bones kept getting the knees up on and decided not to go for it, but oh, that might have been the mistake. Humanure! Oh, did El Toro hesitate on the moonsault right there and leave himself vulnerable? 1, 2, 3. Man, it came down to a rookie mistake there by El Toro. And now Dragonheart Sr. goes one-on-one with a sweaty Irishman. Unbreakable. No, this is primetime Sean Sanders. I thought I saw blue down there. Primetime Sean Sanders, a former MVWF world champion, of course. Last year, the fastest rising star in all of e-fetting. Look at it. What the kind of shape he's in right now, man. He is enormous. Oh, but that elbow strike stopped whatever he was going for. Man, this would be a main event in any country, in any arena. Ryan Doyle and primetime Sean Sanders. Yes! And look at that. There was a day and age when people could not German suplex Ryan Doyle. It was impossible. And primetime showing not just once, but twice. What is primetime doing here? No, he's going for a tiger suplex. Unleashing hell on unbreakable Ryan Doyle. Oh, and Doyle folded up. And after all of that, Doyle still found a counter. Uh-oh, and primetime ran right into the referee. Yep, it clapped his rhythm. Drop kick missed. Primetime so athletic for a big man. Oh, man, and the The hammer bomb comes down from the second rope, but Doyle loves that shit. It just fires him up in the float over DDT, and Primetime is stunned. Oh, bad times. And Doyle now may have the knockout shot on Primetime. And the left shoulder came up just in time right there. But I don't know how much left is in the tank here for Sanders. And a humanure. Oh, my God. Did you see that? And he kicked out. I can't believe that. You saw that. He bounced right off the top of his head. Dragon suplex. Holds the bridge. 1, 2. Doyle gets pinned. Oh, man, here we go. The reigniting of an old rivalry here between these two. Last call, Jeremy Love and Primetime Sean Sanders. And Sanders just grabs him in the front face lock and chucks him. Sup, beast? What a gauntlet we are seeing here tonight. Last call, Jeremy Love, Primetime Sean Sanders. And look at that, the takedown. And here come the hammer palm fists raining down on the face of Primetime, who's still got to be very staggered from how the impact of that humanure from Doyle. I can't believe that shit. Oh, double underhook going for. Oh, the Primetime driver. What's Primetime gonna do? Sky Twister press. Shoulders down. 2. Jeremy gets their left shoulder up, and Primetime can't believe it. And whatever is still going on inside the head of Primetime at this point after being dropped on his head in the humanure. And now he's calling for whatever it's going to take to put Jeremy away. Jeremy Love, of course, the man that hit Dennis Hart with 137 times the barbed wire baseball bat, the submission-style wrestler specialist. Yes, I will be uploading Primetime very soon. Oh, double foot stomp. Got avoided. Good research there by Primetime. Back fist. And Primetime calls for it again. Yeah, the girls love Primetime. You can hear him in the front row. Oh, Jeremy out of town on that one. Good dodge. Takes him over. Charlotte's Web. Primetime might be in the ropes there. And again, the referee didn't call it. But tremendous wrestling there fought by Jeremy, almost getting the victory. So much power, so much charisma. Oh! Oh! Primetime got slaughtered right there. But he comes back. And another power bomb attempt, but Jeremy says no to that. What a gauntlet we have seen here. The World's Heavyweight Champion still to come. And Jeremy now feels like he's got Primetime in position. Takes him over with a crucifix, dumps him on the back of his head. Jeremy shoulders down off the snake eyes, and he kicks out. I feel like he might have rallied there just at the last possible moment. Primetime may have this. Oh, and again. Oh, and he drop kicks him right in that same elbow that smashed the mat. Oh, yeah, Beast, I feel like I got this tweaked in just about the right place right now. You can see it's going so smoothly now. And now up on the top rope. Primetime looks like a monster. Jeremy looks like a demon. And look at that right there. It's 8 o'clock somewhere, baby. Put the kids to bed. 1, 2, 3. And here comes the Sensei, the MVWF World Money Champion, going face to face with the suddenly independent Primetime Shawn Sanders. Oh, they dip outside the ring. Primetime, look how aggressive they are. Boom! Suplex on the back of his head on the floor. And Primetime celebrating with his fans. Yeah, El Toro, if you're just joining us, buddy, you have been the star of this gauntlet so far. I would rewind and watch your performance, but it's something to behold. Back leg round kick, as Eric Bischoff would call it, to the Primetime. The man of the hour himself, Primetime Shawn Sanders. And now, going to the top rope. Boom! And how about a sky twister press of his own? Slightly modified version, not like what Primetime does. And look at Sensei now. What is he going to do here? No, he's going to take Sanders out. Suplex! Oh, from the top rope to the floor. Sensei trying to annihilate Primetime. And a perfect karate kick from Sensei. The Sensei of Cobra Kai and the former World's Heavyweight Champion, Primetime Shawn Sanders, with some rib shots. Takes him over with the limbless suplex. Man, what a battle we have seen here. What a gauntlet. Oh, what a kick! Man, the karate master himself, Sensei Mark Zaleski, look at him up on the top rope, freaking out, firing up. Oh, and the back leg round kick, this time from the top rope, got him nothing. Primetime had a counter, sends him off the ropes. Oh, what a German suplex, even bigger than the last. One, two, Sensei gets the right shoulder up. Man, Sensei, he is feeling every bit of that German suplex that sent him ass over tea kettle. Here come the kicks. Up in the air now. Boom! And the ratings crash for Sensei, and he is lifeless. Or perhaps not. Perhaps a little possum here played by the Sensei. Grabbed him by the dreads. And Sensei going to slow things down here. All right. Go a little bit more methodical. Or perhaps maybe now it's time to step on the gas. Then he sweeps the leg, Johnny. And the Steve Perry press. And Prime Time at the last possible second kicks out. Prime Time set up on the ropes. Off the ropes he goes. Big time kick with those curly-toed Iron Sheik boots. Oh, he was going for the end zone. Prime Time had it scouted. Clotheslines for him. And how about a leg sweep for you? Oh, look at that tornado kick right there to the back of the head. Shoulders down. And Sensei, the World Money Champion, kicks out. In fact, I just made the World Money Championship belt today, but I think I didn't save it. Because I am an idiot. And now Sensei runs him. Oh! Forward roll, heel kick. Went completely inverted, hit the heel, and that knocks Prime Time out. And we know who's left. The MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion. Too Cool Koito. And you got to know that this is definitely a particularly sensitive time for the Sensei to be going face-to-face with Koito here. Koito and Sensei are old friends. Oh, sidestep the moonsault right there. Not good timing to have that happen. But, of course, after 20-plus years in professional wrestling here, Johnny Koito became the World's Heavyweight Champion, where Sensei has never been the World's Heavyweight Champion. And moonsault by the big man connects. And this might be easy peasy here. No! Sensei kicks out. They're saying he is stubborn in the chat, and they are correct. The proletariat playboy, the MVWF world champion, the sugar daddy to all the sugar babies. You know they are ready to party when he gets backstage tonight. Oh! Sacrifices the powerbomb for the sidewalk slam. Ladies, time to hit the track. And the MVWF World Champion, of course, the critics have said that since he won the belt, no one predicted that he would win the belt. Nice counter neck breaker there by the Sensei. No one thought he would make it past his first or his second title defense. But here he is at the end of this gauntlet with the champion's advantage. Non-title here, sure. But it is the MVWF World Money Champion versus the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion. And the man with the glowing codpiece tries to throw a drop kick and gets stomped right in the cockbelly. Oh, did you see the reaction right there? That was a fast kick, and Koito, he dodged it. Sensei maybe momentarily distracted. Got clothesline him over the top rope. Uh-oh. What's Sensei gonna do? He's poised through the ropes. And Sensei unleashing the fury, but here comes the champion. Wow, what an exchange. Oh, Sensei maybe going for the kill here. Moonsault! And he's won matches recently in defense of that Big Money World Championship. The man in the assless chaps, the MVWF World Champion, with a reverse DDT, looking for the victory to end this gauntlet, and a kick out at 2. Sensei he dies hard, man. But it's champion versus champion here in a non-title situation here at the end. And a springboard Hindenburg. Drops the knee on him, oh, then his head explodes. And he says, get up, you son of a bitch. Oh, sidestep the big field goal kick. Home stretch now. Sensei got him up on the top rope. No, not again. Not again. Oh, another suplex from the top to the floor. So what does Sensei have to do to win this gauntlet and upset the world champion? Sensei, shoulders down. Did he get obliterated? No, a 1 count! Is the champion getting stronger? And Sensei now to the top rope. Steve Perry press, but he got the knees up. Misses the drop kick. Thrust kick caught him on one of his chins. And a double sledge. Sensei bleeding. Going to the top rope yet again. Elbow out of the way. And the high-risk moves are getting even riskier. Nice, caught him with the knee. Slick move there by the Sensei. Now going to the top rope yet again. Steve Perry press! And a kick out by the champion! And now he's fired up! And Sensei can't believe it! Oh, don't lose your cool! Especially when your name is Too Cool Koido. Misses that kick. Again misses the kick. Oh, but the forearm smash. And the champion collapses. Man, what a competition this is here at the end. The two champions of the MVWF face to face here by circumstance of this gauntlet. We're going to put him up on the top rope. Battling on their way to the top rope here. So dangerous. Elbow shots, one after another. And Poison Rana! For the win! Oh, are you kidding me? The champion can't believe it! Another kick out by the Sensei! Bear hug, bear hug. No, an exhausted champion, takes him over, Pele kick! That might be the setup, Steve Perry press, this time to the back. And Selesky wins! In a breathtaking final stretch.
The Legend Killer, Coach Mark.
Sensei Mark Selesky, the MVWF World Money Champion, has just defeated the MVWF World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, Doyle, news that he is no longer medically fit to compete. Whatever, we're going to throw him out there anyway. Brandon Bones further aggravating my injury. The MVWF the EWF Intercontinental and Hardcore Champion is injured. The Wolf injured. Tyrese injured. Everyone gets injured in this fucking game. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this little broadcast here. I enjoyed this gauntlet. I enjoy these gauntlets. In fact, I had a gauntlet off stream the other day where like Dragonheart was like number 2, and he went through like the first 6 guys. Like he beat 6 guys straight. Like that is something that potentially could happen here. Like he was unstoppable. Oh, I'm defending today, am I? All right, so you're going live anytime soon here, Beastly? That's fair. All right, I'll see you there. But anyway, thank you for joining me, folks. This was a hell of a gauntlet, a bit of a last test drive here that I'm going to do before I do an event this weekend here, like a full-on event here with who I've got anyway and stuff. Gigi says he's available to download, so I'm going to go get him. And I'm working on trying to get Beast. Oh man, Beast, we got to get on mics and talk about this and stuff like that because man, this is going to be a pain in the ass, but we're going to figure it out. So folks, thank you for joining me. Goodbye.